This is the Inkbook 8 by Arta Tech. Now, this e-reader is really cool because, well, it's 8 inches. And what does that mean? Well, other than the size, this is what it's going to look like by scale. So you can see that it is significantly bigger than most other e-readers. To give you guys a little bit of specs, here's the box right here. So you can see it's dual core, Android 4.2, it's about 258 grams. You can pause the video on all this. So it's pretty well weighted and it's sized very, very nicely. It's nice and thin, feels good in your hand, and there's minimal flex. And when you do flex it, there's no creaking. Up top we have the power button, the micro USB port, 3.5mm headphone jack. Yes, this has onboard sound, and a micro USB port. That's it for all the ports, and on the front we have a home button. The home screen's really well laid out, and the beauty of this is that it's running Android, so you can install apps on this device. You have a proprietary app store, and you have your books up top with recently added stuff right there. Quickly just glance over the settings menu. So you have your settings, Wi-Fi, and all the necessary settings you'll need. We're not going to go through each one of these because, well, that'll take all day. We'll go to a book though, and we'll check out how that looks because we are good e-reader. We want to see how e-reading is. The page turning experience is actually quite quick. There's minimal refreshes. Long pressing in the middle allows you to pull up different things. You can copy the text, annotate. This will be a good time to look at the keyboard. The keyboard's spaced out really well. You can actually type on it kind of like, you know, a real keyboard. So you have options here as well to, much like you see on Android, on like Android phones and such. You can add different keyboards, add like international keyboards, all that kind of stuff. If you tap the middle, you get different ways to change the text. You can up it a few points. You can choose the different font settings. There's 4 pages of them. There's quite a number of them. Not all of them work properly because they're formatting issues and everything, but that's the thing about Android e-readers, is that you have to find reading apps that'll work for you. So if the stock one doesn't work, you can put in Moon Plus Reader, even Amazon and Kobo, because this is running full Android. The PDF experience, however, is very, very hit or miss. As you see, we're going through the pages all well and good, but when it comes time to actually stop on a page and pinch and zoom, it becomes very difficult. So after I pinch and zoom and I wait a couple seconds, it then jumps and it keeps jumping. So I want to re-pinch and zoom outwards to get to the full image. So I'll have to do it again, and it just went the other way, and it's increasing in size. It then went back down to the full size. So we don't have any other options like to long press or anything like that. And you can see a long press has then triggered another zoom. So and now it has registered that I pressed it once. So the PDF experience on this is not the greatest, which is really, really unfortunate, because you want this to be good with PDFs because it's a big e-reader, and you think, wow, this is great. You know, I have different levels of grayscale. I can clip the margin, fit to width, reflow. But if you can't zoom in on your technical documents with ease, what is the point? And I say that honestly. I mean, what is the point? I can't function it very well. I can turn pages all day. See, I didn't do that. I didn't choose to do that, and it did that. So the PDF experience is actually pretty bad. Their store, however, is very well laid out. You have the front screen with all like the big images. You can go to top. It keeps prompting me for network connection, which isn't the greatest. Everything scrolls rather well, so it shows this thing has decent refresh capabilities. I wouldn't recommend downloading Clash Royale, just saying. The game is good, but try playing it on this. So everything's laid out really well here. If you click on something, it takes you directly to that app. Like so. You simply click install and it gets delivered straight to your device. So in that aspect of it, it is quite good. This e-reader is 8-inch, but it has glow light capabilities, which is really cool because it's pretty evenly distributed. It's not too light or too dark in any particular place, although we do have a little bit of staining on the screen due to lack of refreshes. You can see right there we have tons of everything we've just read and opened in the background. So what you want to do is click the center and click the glow light button. This will allow you to change the range. Halfway is pretty good. You get down to the 10% range and it becomes unreadable. So try to find that even range to get both. Not too much light spilling onto everyone else who's trying to, you know, sleep or whatever, because you can see my hand is pretty well illuminated even at several inches away. So this light is pretty intense, so maybe turn it down when other people are around trying to sleep.